Welcome back to Comics Unboxed, your best source for all things comics and pop culture. Well, guys, let's get right to it. You folks rock. Period. End of sentence. Because of you, we had an amazing debut on YouTube, as well as a ton of traffic to the website since it launched over the weekend. I am humbled, grateful, thrilled that it didn't take a dive faster than Mike Tyson in his last Netflix fight. See what I did there, folks? Huh? All right. Look, I want to discuss for a moment why this is so important to me and why I am so passionate about sharing the world of comic book culture with you. At around the age of 6, I was introduced to some of the old Marvel cartoons that were put together in the late 60s and stayed in syndication pretty much for the next decade. Seeing Jack Kirby's visuals sparked something in me, and I knew at that moment that I wanted to be an illustrator. Couple of crayons and some craft paper later, and I was on my way to a lifetime of hand drawn creations and comic fandom. Now, here's the thing, I was a really introverted kid in a lot of ways. I made a few tight friends in my neighborhood, but making social connections in school was very difficult for me due to anxiety and undiagnosed ADHD. Because of this, I was not what you would call an active participant in a lot of school activities or programs. I was able to stay under the radar from bullies that way, which was my best form of self preservation in those formative years. That's where comic books came in. My sister was modeling in New York and she brought home a stack of comics that she had scored for me at a local shop. We're talking the Amazing Spider Man in the early John Romita Jr. days, even an Iron Man issue that had pencils from a still emerging Paul Smith. Just really good, engaging stuff, and it made me crave more. Then I discovered the jewel of the comics crown. I was able to get some back issues of the Claremont Byrne X-Men run. Holy crap, were those pages dynamic. If I wasn't in deep already, those books sealed that deal. In the years that followed, I was introduced to Marvin George's New Teen Titans, the X-Men run during the height of Smith's artistic development, and artwork by greats such as Michael Golden, Arthur Adams, and Walt Simonson. It was the salad days of comics, and I had a front row seat. Life moves on, and while I kept illustrating, and still do to this day with a moderate level of critical success, I chose a career in graphics, marketing, and web design. I've worn a lot of hats, but the one I am still most proud of is Comics Geek. By presenting this content to you guys, it is my attempt at showing everyone why this medium is so special, why it transcends race, sex, color, or social status, why we still need comics in a modern age of social media where there's an abundance of insanity in a world that can sometimes be cruel and unforgiving. This medium is a transport away from all of that, an escape into worlds we can only imagine. Thank goodness we had some of the best writers on the planet to craft those tales. People like Frank Miller and Grant Morrison, who have managed to make the comics world mainstream and, I dare say, cool. Anyways, I just want to share that magic with you. And if I ignite that same passion I have for comics and pop culture in even one man, woman, or child, it will be an accomplishment that dwarfs anything I have ever done professionally. Thanks for being a part of this site and all of the social media platforms that come with it. It's a movement that will continue to evolve and expand for many years to come. I'm very proud of what we've done and what we're going to do. Be kind, be creative, and be open to all of the beautiful things around you always. Until next time, I'm Bill Melton, and this has been another episode of Comics Unboxed. See you soon, folks. Take care.